How's it going? I hope you're having a good day. For this video, I want to go over the options for Battlefield 1, in particular for this video, the controls options. So for me, I use 1200 DPI with a 3% in-game sensitivity, 98 zoom, but I'll get to that a little more in depth in a minute. What you want to look at are these options here. I will say that I've had issues before they implemented this option because I use click for my soldier sprint instead of hold. It helps out when I'm just running long distances. I don't have to worry about holding the damn button and tiring out my finger. But the issues I was having was when I was running around and I would try to melee somebody, sometimes it would bayonet charge. So having this on hold while this is on click really benefits me, so I know for sure which one I'm trying to do. Really just sets it off. Granted, even if this was on hold, I would probably still have this on hold as well, just so I didn't accidentally bayonet charge when I didn't want to. Now, these two are really personal preference. I prefer it on hold. That's just me. On steady scope, I do recommend it being on hold, as sometimes I just zoom in and I only hit it and hold it for a second just to make sure I can line that headshot up. I shoot and then I go on. I don't really need it to just stay the entire time. Sometimes I'll do it, the guy will move, so I'll let go and still be able to hold my breath a second later instead of it just running out of breath. So that's something that I do recommend just leaving on hold. All right, so I don't use a controller on here. I did for a short while. I guess this is what I used, but I started using a mouse and keyboard, and I just really don't fly much on this game anyway, so this is going to be all on you on that one. Now, going into the advanced tab, once again, these are if you use a controller. So this is really, I don't mess with any of this because, once again, I don't use a controller. I don't adjust any of these, and I'll get to this in a minute. These are really helpful, especially because when it comes to the differences between using my guns and like the AA guns, they really suck. And the AA guns are like a super high sensitivity, and it's hard for me to aim with them. So you can go in here and adjust some of these and really get it to where it's leveled out and a lot closer relatively compared to your aim sensitivity. Now, when it comes to these three options, I do recommend having them on, especially these two, because essentially what it does is prevent your aim from being impacted as much by the movement of the vehicle, so you can maintain target a little easier. Now, I personally like using this. Essentially what it does is make the vehicle controls relative to your aim. So if I am facing backwards in the tank and I press forward, the tank is going to move backwards. It just helps me out. It's really a personal preference, and so is uniform soldier aiming, which I use. Now, essentially what soldier uniform aiming does, from my understanding, is take your ADS sensitivity and match it with your hipfire sensitivity in terms of view speed. Anyways, it helps me out a lot. I prefer it. That's why I use it. It's something that you can use and test out. Now, if you do decide to use that, make sure your hipfire sensitivity is good. And I would recommend starting soldier zoom sensitivity at 100 and fine-tuning from there. Now, like I said, I change my sensitivities from the in-game configuration files. So this is basically 98. It's like 97.9. But this one I think is around like 2.7 or something is what it really is. Anyways, I wish that was something they would add and allow us to change this per the decimal point here. That would be highly beneficial, but I'm not sure if that's going to be something in any Battlefield game, let alone in this one. Something I hope they do for the next one for sure, though. Anyway, that's what I have for this video. Those were my controls. Like I said, I will do separate videos for each one of these. Otherwise, the whole video ends up being well over 10 minutes long, and I don't want to do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to hit the like button. If you want to see more, go ahead, check it out. If you like my channel, hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a good day. Ram Tide out.